Hi, you're cool. Um, the last video that I made was, wow, yeah, you guys, are amazing. I love, I love all my little bloodsuckers. You guys are just, you make me happy. When I posted the video, I was afraid. Doesn't happen very often, so don't get used to it. Well, I was afraid that I was gonna sound, or God forbid, look stupid. And so many of you reach out to me after watching it, and I didn't look stupid to you, and I didn't sound dumb. I got yelled at a few times though, because apparently in the video it is very obvious that I am going out of my way to hide my accent. And that was done because sometimes people have just a tad bit a hard time understanding what I'm saying. And I was asked by the little prince to please don't do that no more, because we're from the South, and as being from the South, we need to be proud, and we need to be proud of what we sound like. So there will be no hiding of the accent. I will talk perfectly normal and try to speak slowly so y'all can understand. Okay. Tonight, and well, it's after midnight here where I am in Montana, but I was talking to someone important in my life, and well, this was last night, and there was a subject brought up about my lockbox, and tonight I thought, you know what? I have not been in there in a very long time, and so I decided I was going to open it and go down memory lane, and I found an old journal. Oh wow. The journal was from 11 years ago. Yep. May 7th. And I'm going to read it because I'm sad right now, and I'm overwhelmed, and I feel not only sad, but I feel strong in my womanhood. So this video is mainly for my mommies, and there is pretty much blunt feelings in this. I was 16 years old. I'm also glad to say my spelling has gotten so much better. I'm so proud. Anyway, this is pretty raw, and like I said, it is from my own personal journal, and I am going to try very hard to get through this without bawling. Alright, put your listening ears on, because it's something that not too many people get to hear, my raw feelings. So here we go. May 7th, 2004. I went for an ultrasound today. The baby mooned us. Funny, right? Well, here's the not so funny factor. I asked for a sign. Am I supposed to be a mother? And today, the baby growing inside of me mooned me. How like its mommy. The old lady says it's a girl, but that's not what I see. I dream of this child. Blonde hair, big blue eyes, and very much a male. He is beautiful. The dreams are becoming more frequent now. Almost every time I go to sleep, they come, but each time I am afraid and angry. Someone is trying to take my son away. I wake up sweating and holding my huge, huge, huge belly. What in the hell am I going to do? I was so safe. I still don't understand how I got pregnant. I hate kids. But with each kick, I am falling in love with this one. But I can't be a mother. I am not my sister. I am not my mother. And until I can be a mother like my mom, I refuse to be a mother. That is something I cannot be meant for. Besides, this kid needs someone so much better than me. It's not fair. This child should have belonged to Thomas and not Joey. At least then he could have one good parent instead of a monster mother and a junkie daddy. If I keep this baby, he will be so screwed up. A demon for sure. But he mooned me. Oh God, I hope my uncle has my back, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I want my son. I know I am carrying a son. And I am afraid. A child is supposed to be a gift, right? A gift? My mother calls me and my sister her greatest gifts in life. She prayed for me. She begged her God for me. And he rewarded her for being so amazing. And in my life, well, I've made my own world a hell. And everyone knows karma's a bitch. Is this why I'm pregnant? Is this my punishment for all that I have done? But they say God is good. They say God loves us all. They say God will never give you more than you can handle, but I don't think I can handle this. Children, especially babies, they're innocent, right? How can something innocent be inside of me? I don't remember being innocent. I only remember being the monster that Fred loves and adores so much. I called him and I told him the baby mooned us. And he laughed, and then he changed the subject. See, even Fred knows a monster cannot raise a child. He did, and look what I became. But I am loving this child. He just kicked. It's amazing. Every single time that I get upset and I start to cry, because for some reason I do that all the time now and I hate it. Mommy says it's hormones. Well, whatever it is, I wish it would stop. Every single time that I get upset and I start to cry, he kicks. And as soon as I put my hand where he kicked, he stops. And I feel safe. This is not fair. Well, it's getting late, and I promised my grandmother that I would at least try to read that stupid birthing book she got for me. The last time I opened it, the first word I saw was hemorrhoids. That was something I did not ever want to know about. And oh my God, if I have that, I am going to die. And I wrote die huge. And I'm kind of hungry. I'm a lot hungry. I think I want a brownie. 11 years later, and I am still addicted to brownies. So, that was written 11 years ago. I was scared to death. 11 years later, I look back at that, and I wish that I could go back and see myself. And I wish that I could say, "You're so wrong. You took every hideous and ugly thing that you are right now, and you do the opposite for your child." Being a mom is truly the greatest thing in this world. And we have our days where, man, when is bedtime? You know what I mean? The child has been up and everything, screaming, won't go to sleep, diaper changes, puking, yay. But then the baby goes to sleep, right? And he's so cute and adorable and perfect, and it made your day worth it. I feel so amazing because I truly did not think that I could raise that child that was growing inside of my belly. And in there, I say that he should have been someone else's child instead of the man that helped create him. Because then he could have one good parent instead of a monster mother and a junkie father. Well, and everyone who knows me, you all know that I hold my mother to the highest regard. Okay, I am your queen. That's right. I am a queen. My mother is not a queen. Not at all. Not even close to a queen. My mother is a goddess. She has so many health problems, and she has been hurt so much in life and taken advantage of so much. And she is the definition of a soldier. No matter how much she hurts, if one of her loved ones walks into that room crying, or in pain, or pissed off, whatever, she puts all of her stuff aside. And she puts us first. She always puts her family first. And growing up, I could not honestly have asked for a better mom. I mean, she was fun, she was loving, she was amazing. Like, my mama is a goddess, okay? And in there, it's how I felt, you know? There's no other way to put it. Unless I could be like her, I didn't want to be a mom. And when I decided that I wanted to keep my son, and I told everybody, when I was alone with my mama, I started to cry, and I told her I was scared because I was afraid I wasn't gonna be a good mom. And I looked at her dead in the eye and I said, Mama, I need you. I can't do this without you. Please help me. Please help me. I need you so much. I can't do it without you. My mom, 2 weeks before my son was born, had a heart attack and she almost died. And she was ready. They told her she was dying, and they gave her an amount of time and everything, and she held my hand. And she said, I will not leave you. I will help you. We'll do it together like we do everything. And she fought so hard to live. I'm sorry, I get emotional with my mom and my son. She's so strong and she's such a fighter. And even 11 years later, I still look at my mama and I'll ask her advice. Because there is no mom like my mom, man. I mean, she's incredible. And wow. Anyway, I wrote in here that I knew I should have marked it. I didn't mark it. I wrote a lot back then. I held so much in. Where is it? Okay, sorry. Give me a minute. Bear with me. I really do like that, where I talk about where he mooned us, because that's like one of my favorite things. We were trying to find out the sex of the baby, okay? And he had his legs wide open. And just as the doctor went to put the little sticky thing right there, he closed his legs. Well, as he was moving it, the baby closed his legs, and I felt him as he was turning. And the doctor started to laugh, and he said, oh, he just mooned us. And I said, huh? And my grandma Norma did not miss one single appointment. She was so amazing throughout my pregnancy, man. Grandma's awesome. Anyway, she started to laugh, and she said, man, this kid's just like his mom, huh? Showing his ass already. And I laughed, you know what I mean? And normally, when we have the ultrasounds, I try not to look so much, and I try to shut down, you know what I mean? I try not to watch, because I didn't want to keep the child. But as you can see, I was starting to lose my strength of giving the baby up for adoption. I was faltering. I was falling in love with this child, and I was so scared, man. But in here, I'm saying that it's not fair that the baby does not belong to another person, but it belongs to who it does and who he does. And I said, if I keep him, If I keep this baby, he will be so screwed up. A demon for sure. Oh my god, I was so wrong, man. Because my little prince is incredible. He is so smart and so caring and so sweet and so generous. He is so far from being a demon that it's crazy. I mean, my son should have wings. He's that amazing. And unless he's hungry or sleepy, then he takes more after my dark side. Come on, now the kid's hungry. He's growing. You know what I mean? Can't blame him for that. We can all be demons when we're hungry. Have you seen someone try to take my brownies? Ah, you'll get hurt, like, bad. Anyway, every mother, at some point, while she is pregnant, no matter if the pregnancy was planned or not, you think, can I do this? Am I really going to be a good mom to this child? And you have so many fears as a mom, man. And that's not saying as a father that you don't, because I know you do. But I have always said that a mother becomes a mother from conception, and a father becomes a father at birth. And that's my opinion. Okay, that some of you, I was not lucky enough with my first pregnancy to have my child's father be there for certain reasons. And I didn't have that mate with me. Okay, I didn't have my child's father there to rub my back when it hurt or to help me in any way. I mean, my family was there. The women in my family were there. My biological father was there. He was the only male that I really wanted anything to do with at the time. He was the only male that I would allow, besides the doctor, to touch my stomach. I was very, very blessed to have a strong line of women around me and to coach me and be there for me. And man, my mom, 3 o'clock in the morning, cooking fried potatoes and cabbage, you know what I mean? But I didn't have the male there. So to me, a father just becomes a father at birth. And so I mean absolutely no disrespect to you guys, because I know that there are men out there who are incredible fathers the moment that they find out that they're going to have a child. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband, well, soon-to-be husband, my brother-in-law Daryl, Amber's fiance, when she was pregnant with my niece Riley, Daryl was, I mean, wow, that is how I saw. That was the first time that I had ever saw a man be there for his child and his mate, you know, in the womb, you know what I mean? He cooked for her, he cleaned for her, anything she wanted, she got. I could have had it, because Billy and I, as everyone knows, we were pregnant twice, and with our daughter, he was really hands-on, you know what I mean? He walked to Taco Bell to get me some food, and it was supposed to have extra cheese on it, right? Well, when he gets it to me, he comes in the house, he's like, I I ran halfway here because I knew you had to be hungry. So he takes it over and he puts it in the microwave to warm it up, and he's blowing it while it's on the plate, bringing it to me. And when I went to peel it open, there was not extra cheese. And he said, well, give it here. And I said, what are you going to do? He goes, I'll take it back. I said, what? You walked. He's like, I don't care, I'll walk back. He said, you want extra cheese? You get extra cheese. He was going to walk back to the damn Taco Bell to get extra cheese put on there. And I was like, nah, don't worry about it. And he was like, okay, you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm sure. And he was rubbing, while I ate, he rubbed my feet. And unfortunately, at 16 weeks, our baby girl was taken from us. And it's a whole another topic that we will not be going into. But anyway, as I was saying, I didn't know that that's how it could be. And the reason why I am feeling so strong right now as a woman is 11 years ago, I had no faith in myself as a mother. It was something that I thought was virtually impossible. I couldn't do it. There was no way that I could put another person before myself. And then I had friends that had kids, and in there, and I mean, anybody who's known me since, my teenage years or prior, I mean, it goes way back. I didn't like kids as a kid, okay? But it even says in there, I hate kids. So you see the dilemma that I was having. I didn't like kids. They creeped me out. They grossed me out. It was like a whole thing. You know what I mean? I didn't want anything to do with them. And my friends that had kids, I heard the screaming and the diapers and the 3 a.m. wake up calls or being up early in the morning. And I've always been a night owl. You know what I mean? I've always been up mainly at night and awake during, asleep during the day. And you can't do that with the child. That's not how it is. And I didn't think I could do it. And when my son was born and I was alone with him the first night, because I didn't want anyone to stay with me. I wanted to be alone, and I'm just like that. I need to have my private time and my space and just 4 walls and a book. You know what I mean? But instead of a book, I held my child, and instead of reading, I just watched him, and he was so content in my arms. The nurse had come in to check on us, and I was uncomfortable in the bed or whatever, and she went to help me readjust because I didn't have any feeling from, the waist down. No feeling because of the spinal block. And she took my son out of my arms, and the moment that he was taken out of my arms, he started to scream. And she put him in a little baby thing that was next to the bed, and she adjusted me, and she picked him up and was patting him. Oh, baby, this and that, maybe he's hungry, this and that. The entire time this woman was holding my youngin', he was screaming bloody murder, man. And she said, here, Mama, you hold him, and I'll fetch the bottle. Okay, give me a baby. So she places my beautiful little prince back into my arms, and the moment she did that, complete silence. And I put my hand, because he had his little hands up like this, those little balls of fists, and he was like this. And I put my hand, I put my hand on his, and that little tiny hand opened up and wrapped around my pinky. And I was like, whoa. That was me? And the nurse started to laugh. She's like, yeah, he apparently, he's severely attached to you already, she said normally anybody as a, with a newborn can make them stop crying. But it was me. He instantly stopped crying for me. And throughout the years, I did become a good mom, because this is my opinion, okay? Just mine. This is not meant for any of you moms, okay? So for all my mamas, all my friends out there that have, newborn babies or expecting newborn babies, I have a couple of those. Megan, Melissa, girl. Anyway, they are expecting newborns, but they're already mommies. Anyway, my opinion, I'm not saying anything about you guys. But to me, the true test of if you are a good mom does not start when your child is a baby. Because even though for me and my mom, my grandma, Amber, Jessa, all my moms that I'm close to, our basic maternal instincts kicked in right away. Okay. We knew what to do for the child. Excuse me. We knew, you know what I mean? Certain things, it just kicks in. And just to me, and I cannot stress that enough, to me, okay, the true test does not start as a baby. Because babies, okay, yeah, I understand. I can't really speak about the screaming babies because my son was a pure angel as a newborn. I mean, I had to pinch his little feet, okay? I had to pinch them little feet. Them ugly little crab feet on my youngin', I had to pinch them to get that youngin' to scream, because he hardly ever cried, man. Like, the only time he really cried was when he was hungry. Go figure, huh? Anyway, the true test was as they're older, guiding them, teaching them right from wrong. And my son is amazing in every way, as I said, and I could go on for hours about how I feel about my kid. I am definitely one of those moms. I have all kinds of pictures in my purse and on my phone, and I'll break them out and show everybody, and I can go on for hours about my kid. I'm one of them. But your children are your test. All right? They, as a mom, it is your job to protect your child and to guide your child, and teach them right from wrong, teach them to be responsible and giving. If you have a male, it is your job to teach him how to be a good spouse. It's his father's job to teach him how to be strong and hardworking and this and that, to be a man, okay? But as a mother, it is our job to teach our boys how to truly treat women. All right? If we have a man in our life and he beats us and degrades us and cheats on us all the time, and we have to support him. He doesn't want to work, he wants to stay at home, and he uses our money and this and that, and our child is seeing that. That is teaching our child, our son, that that is acceptable, that that is okay, that women are to expect to be beaten and used and walked on, and he's getting away with it and she's allowing it, so that's what a guy does, right? So that's what I'm supposed to do, and that's what will happen. I I was told that a very, very long time ago. 11 years ago, I was told that. And it's true. It is so true. So if someone is like that to you, get away from them. And if you are scared that you will have nowhere to go, nowhere to live, nowhere to put your child in, anything, no money, no nothing, get a hold of me and we'll work something out. Alright? You have my word on that one, from my heart, mom to mom. Don't teach your son to be a man like that. And I mean the same for our daughters, man. If our daughters see us being beaten and abused, they think that they are to expect it and deal with it. No. We should raise our sons to hold women to the highest regards, because we are the guardians. We are your life givers. And we need to teach our daughters to be strong and loving and respectful. I was raised to be a queen. I was raised to hold myself at the highest regard and to know my worth. And I, unfortunately, for a little while, I had walked in my mom's shoes. And I accepted and allowed some things to happen. I didn't ask for it. I'm not saying that. But I was ashamed that it was happening. Therefore, I hid things, and I did not want to tell my mom, number one, because anyone who knows my mother knows what she would have done to him. And I didn't want that on her. And number two, I was raised that crime and punishment go together. So if you do something wrong, and the time comes for you to be punished for it, you accept it and you deal with it, because that's how it goes. Well, I thought that I had done something wrong and that I deserved it and I had to deal with it. And I also didn't want to go to anyone, because I got myself into that mess and I needed to get myself out of it. I didn't want to rely on anyone else to get me out of it. I'm not the type of person to run to anyone to get me out of a mess that I've gotten myself into. I like to try to do it myself if I can. Now I know it's okay to ask for help, but at the age of 15, I didn't want help. I wanted to do everything on my own. So I put myself in a really bad situation, and then the pregnancy came, and I didn't want a child being brought up seeing things that sadly I had seen. And David, from a tiny excuse me, tiny little thing in my belly, long before there's a little thing there where it doesn't matter, that we're not going to go into that anyway, but just know that from tiny little thing he gave me strength to get away from the situation. And then I got myself out of the situation right after Thanksgiving of 2003, and then in February, I believe, hold on, give me a second, I gotta count. Was it February? Oh, I have it wrote down. I think it was February, but that doesn't know because I was 5. Was it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, when I was 6.5 months pregnant, I was still in a size 3 or 5. My son had not been showing yet. I took a pregnancy test, and that's it came up 1 line, so I thought, I got excited. Yay! My mom's like, you might want to go look at that twice, because sometimes that second line ain't showing. It was there. The next morning, Grandma come got me, took me to a doctor. Guess what? You're like 6 months pregnant. Wow. Uh-oh. Bald tears, Grandma held me. Story over. Anyway. Prior to finding out at that time that I was pregnant, I was lonely, and I was doing some really stupid things, and baby's biological father started to slip back through, and it'll be different, blah. Anyway, I found out I was pregnant, and I didn't go back. My son is my strength. And we all have moments with our children where we are so frustrated, and we want to scream, right? We all have we've all been there, done that, it happens, right? But I just wanted to say that all of those years ago, I doubted myself, and I felt like I couldn't do it, right? And here I am. My son is about to be 11, and he's incredible. Of course, I am not trying to take anything away from my mama, because, whew, that woman has been the most incredible grandma anyone could ever ask for. She's spoiled and rotten. He's so attached. He is a grandma's boy up and down, man. When he is not with me, he is with his grandma. And I'm totally cool with that. You know what I mean? She's incredible. We can do this. So if you're having doubts and I don't know if I can do this, can I really do this? You can. You really can, man. As a mom, you don't even realize the strength that comes with being a mom. I mean, wow. they, okay, me, my son, my little prince, he turned me into a fierce, and I mean fierce mama. Yeah, even fiercer than I was before, man. You hurt my child in any way, I will destroy you. I will destroy everything about you. Anything that you hold and love and cherish, I will make you watch it go down in flames. Simple as that. There is no trying to be a better person and walking away. Game over for you. Sorry about your bad luck. I am so fiercely protective over my child. And here it comes. Tad bit overprotective. Yeah, I have to know where he is at all times. And if I don't, I start to freak out. Last summer, he was outside playing, and I had just seen him. He had just walked past, and it hadn't even been 5 minutes yet. And then all of a sudden, he was gone. Where was he? And I freaked out first. His Earth mother, JJ, she went one way running looking for him because her and Jessa, they are fierce mamas too. Let me tell you, Jessa is a mama bear. JJ is like a viper. Let me tell you. No, don't mess with them babies. You will get hurt, okay? Anyway, turns out we couldn't find him at all. And then we both started to freak out, and I started to cry, and I come running into Billy, and I'm like, the baby's gone, he's gone, he's gone. And Billy was asleep because he had worked all night. You know what I mean? He was asleep, and he gets out the bed, and he throws his shoes on, and he goes out there. No sooner did he walk out that door, he come walking back in. He knew right where that child was. He was in an apartment with one of his friends, and I didn't know. Dad knew, whatever. So yeah, I'm a little overprotective, okay? I freak out. I have to know where he is at all times. And it's okay. But I'm trying very hard to back off a little bit. And this is where I need to ask for a little bit of help. I need every now and then to have a reminder to let it go, man. He is an incredible, incredible kid, man. And yes, he is still growing. He is still learning each and every day, and he still needs a huge amount of guidance. And I truly believe that it takes a village to raise a child, okay? One person, try as hard as you might, man. You need the help. Your child needs the help. So don't be afraid to reach out and ask. That's okay. But yeah, I'm trying to let him come into his own, so to speak. Okay, I'm trying to let him be his little man self. All right. I am trying to let him grow into his own crown. All right. And so far he's doing great. Jessa says, she calls him Sunshine because she says that he has a smile that could just light up the darkest room, and it's true. He's so beautiful on the outside and on the inside, and yeah. We are so blessed to be able to have these amazing children. And even though it gets hard sometimes, 11 years ago, I was sure that I could not be a mom. Absolutely, positively couldn't do it. And I'm doing it each and every day. And I have help, yes. I have my grandmother, who I can call at any moment, day or night, and ask for advice. I have Amber, who is my sister, my little sister, in every way. I can call her. I have my goddess mom. I have Jessa and JJ and other female friends that are moms as well. And at any moment that I need help, I can reach out and get it. And how cool is that? Because it's not just me. It's all of us, right? Any mom. We can do that. And I just wanted to say, I have stuff that I'm not comfortable with just sitting down and having a conversation with someone, because internally I have these walls built up around me, and it's very hard. And some things I have a very hard time saying with someone looking me in the eye. And these videos have excuse me, kind of become my therapy. And I don't mind uploading them and letting them out, because so what if I look stupid? Okay, because you know what, we all look stupid at some point in time in our life, right? There's nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed about. At some point we all fall on our face. We all get laughed at. Perfect example of ugliness, okay? We all know who Charlize Theron is, right? The actress. So beautiful. Incredibly beautiful. And such an amazing body, man. I mean, wow. Hottie. Anyway, she was in that movie Monster. And they made her look hideous, man. And even though I consider myself extremely beautiful, because to me I am, okay, you should always think that you are beautiful. Every time that you look in the mirror, you should tell yourself, I am beautiful. Anyway, Alicia Walton, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you're beautiful. Anyway, yeah, every single one of us has people out there who look at us and, yeah, I wouldn't want to wake up to that every morning, right? Come on. That's okay. You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. My hair, just this hair, okay? Just this hair. I know, I heard you. I know. Princess Shiva. She's on the bed. She says hi. Anyway, just my hair has gotten to be called nasty and vile. Just, ew, gross. She needs help, right? Come on. And the other day, there was someone, I found it so strange. I deleted the comment. I wish now I would have left it up. Anyway, they had commented on my page about my sister. All these pictures of my sister on the page and how pretty she was with her long red hair. And then they told me, you could be so much prettier. You could be just as pretty as your sister if you got rid of that pink hair. That was me. I was the one with, you know, the fire engine red hair. And they thought it was a sister. I guess a twin, something, whatever. And there have been other people that have seen pictures and stuff and said it was disgusting. It was so ugly. Well, so what? It is not ugly. Not at all. Because I love it. And if I love it, then that's fine. But you see, we all are perceived through someone's eyes, okay? And let them have their opinion of you. It doesn't matter, because you are loved by your inner circle. You are loved by your people, and if someone else doesn't like you because of the way you look on the outside, if they don't like you for the bag of skin that you tote around, you don't have to walk around with it. Bye-bye. Alright. So anyway, I am feeling so amazing right now. I really am. And I wanted to read that because it really does. If you look at it, it brings hope. You think that you can't do something, but unless you try, unless you give it all that you are and all that you have, you really honestly don't know if you can do it or not. So remember, as a mom, you are strong, and you are everything to that little tiny person who is looking up at you. So hug them as much as you possibly can. Kiss them and say I love you. Watch TV with them, read with them, everything do with them. And when they get on your nerves and they give you hell and they cut up and act up, don't pull your hair out. Just look up at that clock and count how many hours until bedtime. Have a little sigh. And remember that when bedtime comes and your little perfect baby falls off to dreamland to have wonderful, sweet baby dreams, they will be perfect and beautiful and worth every bit of hell that they gave you that day. And love them as much as you possibly can. Don't let them for a minute think that they are not loved. I cherish and adore and idolize David, my little prince. And I think of my daughter and the baby before her each day. And there are people out there who don't have kids, who cannot have children. And they would be amazing moms. So if you are a mom, please don't take that for granted. Because sadly, they're only little for a very short time. 11 years has flown by. And I am scared now. Because as each day goes, my son needs me less and less. One day, soon, he will be a full-grown man. And the only reason why that does not make me cry is because I know I've done a good job so far. with my mom's guidance and my grandmother's guidance, and I'm going to continue to strive to be an amazing mom. It will not always be easy. In his teenage years, he's going to have issues, and he's going to make mistakes, and we're going to butt heads. But I am walking, talking proof that they can get better, because I was a hellraiser. I was terrible. I was a monster. And now I take care of my responsibilities. I am loyal and give them time. Love them through it. When they wake up angry and they don't know why they're angry, give them some space. Don't push so hard. And I am hoping that when my son is 16, I can look back at this video and I can hear myself say, give him time, give him space. Do not invade his privacy. Because we all need it. And yeah. So that's it for now. My hour-long video. It was only supposed to be like 20 minutes, and it's been an hour. And anyway, thank you guys for everything, listening and loving me and keeping me on my throne, so to speak. Okay. My crown is off. As you can see, I'm not wearing a crown right now, but it is just being polished. That is all. I love you all so much, and thank you. I can't thank you enough for supporting me through months of hardship and depression. And as you can see, that's another reason why I'm enjoying making these videos, because I have gotten phone calls and emails and text messages telling me how incredible it is to see me smile again. The people who love me reaching out to me and saying, oh my God, I watched that video and you were smiling. I've seen your pictures and you were smiling. I'm so happy or relieved, whatever. So I am doing better. I am not depressed. I have bouts of loneliness and some sadness and some anger. But I'm happy. I have support, and I have someone special and amazing who I can trust and talk to, and yeah, I'm lucky, I'm blessed, and so are all of you, and I love you, and I meant what I said. If you need me, I will be there, and I will have your back, and we will figure something out. We as women, we need to stick together and love each other, support each other, build each other up, not tear each other apart. We're going to support each other, okay? And I meant what I said. One message, one phone call. I gotcha. Alright? Enjoy my hour-long video of my ranting and going on about my baby. And until my next one, my love. Bye.